Some of y'all are missing the opportunity of a lifetime. The opportunity of a lifetime to go on a crazy, amazing journey with someone who's starting from nothing, where no one knows them, to becoming an absolute legend. Some of y'all have friends that are literally legends in the making, and you have no idea. You're not supporting them, you're not doing anything to help them. You're just kind of like trying to play cool and waiting for strangers to show admiration to them before you tap in and realize that they're dope as shit. So, if you have some friends that are very talented, that you see are trying hard to be somebody and do things, support them. They'll appreciate that the most.
I don't, let me say it like this. First of all, I do believe that at times you can't see what your friends are becoming, right? I think sometimes things are hidden in a way like you just don't always see what's inside of them. But when you're really intimate with your friendships and you're really engaged on their endeavors in life, the things that they do usually don't catch you off guard. It usually doesn't, because you already know their potential. You know how intelligent they are. You know the things that they're striving for. You know their struggles, but you know how they're pushing through them. So it doesn't really catch you by surprise. I think the type of friendships, in my personal opinion, that he's talking about are people who are really not that invested into the friendships as deep as they should be, or as they say they are, or even as they want to be. Maybe they have different things going on in their life, like maybe they're married and have a whole family. Maybe they have a demanding career. Maybe, I don't know, they've had some life changes, like, had lost loved ones and have been in a place of grief. And during that time of grief and being kind of away and isolated, they lost touch with their friend. And maybe there are some things that their friend started doing since, not talking to them as much. So I believe those are the type of friendships that he's talking about. Because true friends are supportive. They are. And it's not all the same in terms of them, like, some friends maybe, I don't know, come to an event that you're putting on. Some friends may purchase a service that you're selling or offering. Some friends may call you and pray with you about what you got going on. Some friends may be a place of safety where you can like leave your business or your career and kind of come and talk to them about things. Supporting a friend looks different, and different friends to you have different types of, gifts and ways that they can help you, but you also have to be open to that. Like, every friend may not support you the way in which you want their support or believe you need their support, but they may offer you support a different way. And you have to be willing to accept that, especially if you know that this person is a genuine friend. How someone becomes an absolute legend and walk in this, 1%, 2%, 5% greatness, and it catches the friend off guard. I can't understand that, and I can't imagine that happening in a genuine friendship, because true friends are really engaged, at the least in conversation, at the least like, hey, how are you doing? How is that project you're working on? Like, to become a legend and to be great, and you catch your friends off guard, your friends are like, whoa, those weren't your real friends. That's my opinion. For the most part, that wasn't a real friend, because there's no way you can have genuine friends who are invested in your life and know what you're doing, and they're like caught off guard, like, oh man, I didn't know you were going to be this good. Now, I think that they can be impressed by all that you have accomplished and be like, man, I knew you were good at this, and I knew you've done this and you have been striving for this, but I didn't know it was to this capacity. Now that's different. But it sounds like he's saying there are people who have friends that literally aren't invested in their lives to a point to where they may actually miss out on the opportunity to witness someone being great, someone getting it from the bottom and going to the top, as they say, from the grassroots, and seeing it grow. I just find that hard to believe. But maybe you all may have different experience. I know me personally, as a friend, I think it's my duty, my obligation to be engaged with my friends about what's going on. How are you doing? What are you working on? And following up on like, hey, we talked about that goal last year, 6 months ago. Did you start this? Did you do like to me, that's just what friends do. I'm the same way with my family. It's like to me, true friends are like family. It's an extension. So yeah, but I do think the warning is necessary. Like, so maybe you haven't checked up on a friend and you have been thinking, like, I need to check up on them. I want to check up on them. This is your reminder. Call your friend, email your friend, plan a brunch, plan dinner, catch up with your friend, see how they're doing, see how their goals are coming along, see how you can help them be accountable, like whatever it is, be helpful. And I also think I want to say this. I know this is not quite what he was saying, but I think as men, we need to be more intentional about supporting one another. We need to be about supporting one another. I say one another, I mean like men supporting men, reaching out to your male friends and checking up on what they got going on. How can I support you? How's this going? You know, what are your pain points? Like just finding out more, being more engaged. And we don't have to be what we see on like in terms of like television, like thinking this idea of men is like hard, we don't have emotions, we don't express it. We don't have to be that. We could actually be deeply and passionately engaged in one another's lives. And it's not gay. You know what I mean? It's not feminine. It's like, that's my brother, that's my dog. I love him. You know what I'm saying? I care about him. I want to see him be great. It's not a competition. It's like, it's just this genuine love that you have for your brother, but as a friend. And I think we need to be more intentional about that. And I personally think, there's always going to be issues and, in every gender and every, set of life in a sense. But for the most part, I think women do, and it's not a competition whether men or women are better. However, I believe women as a whole seem to be more intentional about it, whether it's real or fake or not. I don't want to get into that, but I think they just do a better job of being a community and pushing one another forward. And I think men, we can do a better job with that, being better friends, being better men. And like I stopped by this business. I don't know if it was a man owned it. There's a new business downtown. So I'm like, on my jog back, I just stopped. And I'm like, let me go in here. I don't know these people, but it's a new business. I know business can be challenging. Let me go in here and get something. And it's like that. Like that's what friends do. Friends figure out a way how to push the needle forward. That wasn't even a friend. I don't know who business that was. I just know how new businesses are. And that's the type of stuff friends should do. That's the type of stuff women do. And I think as men, we can do a better job at that. And I know there are men who, like I say, that do support. I just think as a whole, as a community, we need to be more intentional and vocal about it. Yeah. But y'all let me know what y'all think, because I don't believe like true, genuine friends are that caught off guard by their friends' success and greatness and being legendary. That's just me personally. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Stand on it, be strong.